Lands that were once Roman are today divided among more than 40 nations. From the Atlantic to the Euphrates, from the Sahara to Scotland, more than 2 million square miles. Romans built a stunning network, 53,000 miles of paved roads connecting the empire. Roman roads put end to end would have circled the earth twice. And they were so well built, many survive to this day with the original paving stones. Like the American interstate system, Roman roads made it possible to defend a huge territory. The endless byways also accommodated tax collectors, traders, and messengers as they traveled from exotic Egypt all the way to the hostile Scottish Moors. A fast courier could travel nearly 200 miles in a day. The army could reach anywhere in the empire in a matter of weeks. The march from Rome to Spain was said to take just 27 days. The phenomenon of Roman roads explains much about how Rome spread her influence around the world, and even across the centuries to our own time. From the ruts carved into ancient roads by chariot wheels 2,000 years ago, we get the modern railway gauge for American and European trains. Wherever 3 major roads crossed, news was often posted for travelers. The Latin word for such a crossroads was trivia, or trivia, literally a 3-road junction. Roads also carried Roman culture throughout the empire.
We think of the spread of Roman culture akin to the spread of blue jeans and McDonald's. I think we're looking at it very much the right way. Why is it now that we have football being played in Europe? Or just look at the way the NBA is able to export itself. Michael Jordan as Virgil. I think there is a certain amount of connection here. That's the best analogy, I think, for the spread of Greco-Roman culture, and people could resent it in just the same way they resent Americanization now.
How you felt about the domination of Roman culture probably had everything to do with your lot in life. The majority of Roman subjects were farmers, whose lives may have changed little under Roman rule.
The Roman Empire and Romanization, this use of Latin language is the creation of city cultures, straight roads, Roman dress, the toga, and so on, is in fact very superficial. Beneath it, in many societies, remained a local native culture. And when the Roman Empire breaks down, for example in Roman Britain, what very quickly re-emerges is that native culture that has always been there.
On the other hand, if you were wealthy and lived in a provincial city like Bulla Regia or Londinium or Trier, you were in a position to enjoy the vast luxuries of empire. Buildings, roads, bridges, commerce, and protection, all courtesy of the conquering Romans, made life in a provincial city quite a bit more comfortable and healthy. Romans enjoyed a technology boom unprecedented in ancient times. Their ingenuity brought the world everything from a 2-cylinder pump used for firefighting to sophisticated weaponry, a rotary flour mill, water-powered machinery, pipe organs, padlocks, lightning rods, and even elevators. But of all the wonders Rome brought to the world, to the common man, perhaps the greatest luxury of all was fresh, clean, running water. Spectacular and brilliantly designed Roman aqueducts brought a continuous flow of water out of the mountains and into town. Sophisticated engineering built an ingeniously simple structure, graded ever so gently, so gravity did all the work. Thus, millions of gallons moved hundreds of miles to the spot where they'd be used, all without need of fossil fuel, electric pumps, or human effort. Some ancient cities had 2 to 3 times as much water per person as many cities today. The aqueduct was a feat of engineering so impressive, Romans themselves imagined we might marvel at them long after their builders were gone.
Will anyone compare the idol pyramids to these great aqueducts, these indispensable structures? Anonymous.
Public baths, fountains, and even the wealthiest homes were provided with clean running water. Sewers channeled waste into rivers or seas, providing a level of sanitation not matched for nearly 2,000 years and still not met today in some parts of the world. On the whole, the provinces thrived under Roman rule.